God damn it, girl. Yet another game in which we record a day late. I'm shy. Yeah, I know you're not. I'm so shy. Wait. No, no, no. God damn it. No. I'm not shy. I'll say video we need to make. You're not fun. Bruins win 6-3 against the New York Islanders last night, officially making this their first win against a team that has is a dude named Sebastian Aho on their roster this season. Welcome back to Into the Day, everybody. I'm your host Jay Freeman, and this game was a bit of a homecoming for some old timers. First of all, Bergeron is back, and he played in this. And this was his 1200th game. I almost said 12,000. Wow, that would have been a lot more games. But this was his 1200th game, and it was I think the only two Bruins players that have played more games are I forget if it's either Bobby Orr or Ray Bork and Johnny Busick. Those are the only two Bruins that have played more games for the Bruins than Patrice Bergeron. And not to mention, Linus Ullmark is in net, and also let's not forget the fact that this is against the Islanders, which means Zdeno Chara. And this may be the last time the Bruins see Zdeno Chara on the ice as a player. I mean, let's be honest. If he retires this season, the next time the Bruins see him on the ice is during his number retirement ceremony, because there is no way that the Bruins are not. There is no way the Bruins aren't retiring Zdeno Chara's number. 33 is absolutely going up in the rafters. But this game was honestly really good. It felt like the Bruins. What is it? The Bruins defense had sort of just been the Bruins offense had sort of just been shaky the past two games against the Islanders, and they really needed a game to like set their footing and prove that, like, hey, we can beat teams that play heavy on the forecheck and play tough nosed defense, and that's exactly what they did. I mean, let's start off with the first goal of the game. Not long in, less than 4 minutes in, and Charlie Coyle drives right up to the crease, then passes all the way back to the blue line for Brandon Carlo, who shoots just wide off the end boards. I don't know if he was meaning to go for the end boards or for the goal, but Smith is right there for the rebound off the boards to draw first blood on Varlamov. If Carlo meant to put it off the boards and put it and give it to Smith, then that is quite possibly the most 300 IQ play I have seen ever the Bruins do all season. But so there we go. First blood drawn on Semyon Varlamov. And the Bruins look kind of flat afterwards, and it leads to them almost letting in a goal. Oh, I mean, it leads to them letting in a goal. Reason why I put it in points is because an Islanders player shoots, and Kyle Palmieri just bats the puck out of the air, and it bounces down into the net of Swayman. And everybody thinks it's a goal until review time, and it turns out that Kyle Palmieri had his stick up too high, and as a result, so you can't have it above your shoulders, and that's exactly where it was. So no goal. Well, Jack Edwards throughout the entire replay was like, this is what I'm talking. This is why I say that we need like GoPros on the on like each of the posts of the on like each of the corner posts of the freaking each of the corner posts of the net, and it would make replays a lot easier, which yeah, that kind of makes sense, but at the same time having like maybe like have them inside the net and like have a cutout on the corner for them. I don't know. Oh, it would be weird. It would be fun, but Bruins get a lucky break, and it looks like, but it definitely was a wake up call for them that like, yeah, you need to not let this happen, and they and to their credit, they do look like they wake up a little bit later, but it's more like you just downed your cough, you just downed your medium ice regular, and you don't know, and you're like really energized, but you don't know how to channel that energy. So they are very much awake, and they are buzzing, but they're kind of out of position, and like they're playing up ahead of the puck, and then they eventually, like a few minutes later, they're like, okay, let's do this, and that's exactly what happens. They get it. They look a little bit more what they get a power play on a hooking call, and they look so hungry, and at the end of that penalty, the Islanders end up getting another penalty against them, so the Bruins have almost a full 4 minutes of just consecutive power play, of just consecutive 5-on-4, which in my which usually would make me a little bit concerned, because the Bruins power play as of late has been catastrophically horrible. However, Taylor Hall gets the however Bruins win the faceoff in Islanders territory. Charlie McAvoy ends up getting the puck and passes it right from the blue line to Taylor Hall, and he's right at the post to put it past for Varlamov. Standard shit. Bruins up to nothing, and then less than the Bruins can't even rest for 30 seconds because the Islanders are like, oh, we should try that. Let's just all do that, and they almost do that, but with a little bit of a but they need to do it twice. Is they get the rebound, defender shoots it from the blue line, and it gets deflected off of Omar, and Brock Nelson's right in front to just put it past with like 11 seconds left on the clock. Okay. The third goal for the Bruins at the start of the second period is entirely Taylor Hall. Just when I need to, and I know that I've been giving Charlie Coyle a lot of credit, but like the entire Bruins defense, not why do I keep saying defense? The entire Bruins team as of late just has just been really good at puck handling, and that's exactly what happens. And Taylor Hall manages to keep the puck on his stick for. I thought my speed link walked in, but this is entirely Taylor Hall. It's like, what is it? Remember the goal back? Remember the goal against Tampa in the last game that people were like, "Yo, Lindholm is really good puck handling, because if he doesn't get the puck, if he doesn't keep the puck in that, the Bruins don't get the Bruins don't score that goal. Yeah, that's exactly what Taylor Hall did. And except it was in Islanders territory. He had the puck. The defenders were converging on him. He managed to fight off the defenders. He got up to Holla. Holla then passed it back to Pasternak, and again, that's how the Bruins got their goal. Just it's so hard to talk about all the goals, because not only did all 6 Bruins players get all 6 Bruins goals get scored by 6 different players, but it's just the Bruins. It was just absolute dominance, and it felt like, yeah, there were a few goals. Yeah, the Islanders definitely had like 2 goals where it felt, it felt like the Islanders' goals were more so the defenseman's part. But at the same time, the Bruins are now second in the entire the Bruins are now second in the Atlantic Division, and Toronto lost against. Toronto lost against the Habs, and I hope they're gonna lose against Florida tonight. Although if Florida wins, that means that Florida's gonna be even harder to catch into the top. But at the same time, honestly, I'm just like, let's just be better than Toronto. And as it stands right now, well, the Bruins don't play another game until Tuesday against Toronto at TD Garden, which coincidentally is a game that I'm going to go to. Tanner, the illogical Canadian, he is going to help me. He is going to take me to this game, and he, as a Leafs fan, I hope he gets embarrassed in this one. And I mean, in the Leafs, they've had goaltending woes the entire. They've had goaltending woes since Thanksgiving, and they've had bad goaltending ever since Thanksgiving, and they've also just been and as of late, they've also just had a few games. They've just had games where like they play well, but there's just one player that has a bad there's just one player every game that's just not putting in the effort. And last game against the Habs, it was someone as crucial as William Nylander. But that is. There's not really much else to talk about with the Bruins. I didn't really hear Lindholm's name too much, which I hope that it changes in coming days, in coming games. But yeah, there's this was sort of just a take the money and run in game, and sometimes you just need a game like that. Sure, it was definitely fun at one point when both teams just converged in the middle for just a giant scuffle at center ice. Lazar ended up getting 2 in the box for a cross check, and Nick Foligno and Matt Martin and got both went to the box for roughing. So it was like a 4-on-3. The 4-on-3 penalties are just so funny, because like how did both of you fuck up so bad that that you allowed this to happen? But I think that is it for today's episode of Into the Den. Thank you all so much for watching. Click like if you like, click subscribe if you really like. Down below is still my TikTok and the GoFundMe for Jake Thibault's recovery to help out a kid who was severely injured in a hockey in a freak hockey accident, and tell your friends that 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 the Bruins are going to kick the Leafs asses is on Tuesday.